Hey guys.
Hello.
So today we're going to be talking about gender roles and how we see things and how we do things. That is a topic that comes up all of the time, and I think it's an important conversation to have.
Well, all the time in like relationships with people in general, not necessarily all the time with us, but like in general, it's something that you usually find there's like an issue with people's expectations and stuff. So.
All right, let's go.
Go.
Let's go.
Usually when you come into relationships, like you have expectations as far as what you want. A lot of times you find a situation, okay, well, a lot of people expect the man to do one thing, woman to do the other thing. So like, why don't we just talk about what we expected when we first got married, and then we kind of expand from there.
We got together. My expectations was basically I knew I was going to be cleaning, I was going to be cooking. I wanted to be, the best wife I could be. So before getting married, I just knew, okay, I'm going to cook every day because, guys like to eat. So I'm going to have to learn how to cook. I'm going to have to, keep the house clean, do laundry, take care of the kids. Basically what everybody usually thinks. That's what I expected. As far as the male role, I just expected the man to, be there, work. He can cook, he can clean, but in my mind, it was like
Basically
a woman's priority. That's how I expected a marriage and a relationship to be like.
So why was that your expectation when you got married?
So I always thought that because that's what I see everyone else do in my family.
Sure.
It's just what was, portrayed like in the media, at home. My mom, she cooked, she cleaned, she did everything. Sometimes I did see my stepdad, he did cook and he did clean sometimes too. But the responsibility was mainly on my mom. And then in the media, that's all I seen. And guys, they were like, oh, I got a good woman. She cooks me breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
True.
Like, that was always portrayed as what a good woman and a good wife was. So before I got married, I was like, those are the things I'm going to make sure I do. I'm going to do all those things to make sure I can keep my man.
Okay. My life was totally different. So I grew up as... my mom and I, for the most part, basically single mom doing her thing. I had grandparents there to help me, but me and my mom. So we grew up as best friends. So I grew up in a household where we did everything together. So we cooked together, we cleaned together. Yeah, she kind of did things because she was mom, but that's because, okay, that was the female role. And then growing up with mom being a vegetarian for a long part of my life, I had to learn to cook for myself. So I learned to be a very good cook. And I never really clean. I'm a messy person, so that was the aspect. I don't like that aspect of it, but cooking, I got that. So in a relationship, really, my whole thing was that I can cook every day. If I'm cook every day, I don't mind cooking as long as you clean up after me. That's it. I don't care. Everything else, cooking is cool. As far as any other your normal gender roles you expect, as far as okay, well, the male has to like make the most money, or this person has to work, this person has to stay home. I'm neutral on all that. My whole thing is that whatever's best for the family unit. If you going to work and you make more money than me, then go to work and make more money than me. I don't have to basically feel like I have to be the man, so I have to make all the money. That's not how I look at life. One of them is that if you can get a better job and make more, then you go work rather than me work and make a little bit and we're struggling. So that's kind of always looked at life. And then so I kind of brought that into our relationship.
So you basically, before, you didn't have any expectations. You was neutral all across the board.
Neutral across the board. I feel like you come into a relationship with a lot of expectations, then you're just expecting to get yourself your feelings hurt. Well, there was that I like to be neutral in a lot of situations.
But everybody has expectations.
Well, everyone has expectations, but it's part of how I grew up. My whole thing was that like I didn't expect someone to cook and clean and cook 3 square meals a day because I never saw that. So, and then why? What's the point? I can cook for myself.
So I seen my mom do it all, but I guess from his perspective, he didn't see like.
I never saw my mom serving my dad in that aspect. It was mom taking care of me until I got older to take care of myself, and then I took care of myself.
Yeah.
And it also goes to the fact that I stayed by myself for a while, so I had to learn to do things myself. So that's kind of, I didn't go from being under mom to being in a marriage. So at a certain point, you got to be able to take care of yourself. And I did that.
So my expectations somewhat carried over to our marriage when we first got married. Like initially in the beginning, I thought I would need a list of recipes lined up. So I would try to think of things to cook. And then it takes me forever to think of ideas and think of what to make. So I would tell Mark Anthony, okay, I'm going to cook tonight. I just got to think about what I'm going to make. And he would be like, no, I got it. He would say, I got it.
Because I like cooking. Cooking's a passion for me. I like going to the store. I like grocery shopping. You're not really a fan of grocery shopping. So, like, I like cooking. I like grocery shopping. That's what I like to do. Like, when I get off work, it's relaxing to go to the store. It's relaxing to then go home and cook until whatever. And, like, I don't need to go home and, like, sit in front of TV. I'd rather be in the kitchen cooking. So, because of that, I cooked basically most nights. And it's just became a habit. Okay, I cook, and when I finish cooking, she would clean up. And that's kind of how our relationship has been. As things have gone differently, you've been cooking more. It's cool, but at the same time, that's mainly because I haven't been able to because I've been working in school. So, but it's a good thing. I like that she's like has been able to cook and like able to kind of step back in and like kind of.
And you know what? I've been able to cook because he hasn't had time. So it's kind of giving me the opportunity to cook. He's been busy with schoolwork.
It's just all day, all night.
If it was up to him, he'll cook every day.
I'll cook every day.
I think whoever does it better and whoever likes to do it should be the person to do so.
And that's the main thing. I think that the whole general thing, it goes back to with the whole work thing. Whoever does it better, whatever's best for the family. So I know that if I have the ability to cook, usually it's better if I cook. I enjoy it. I take a pleasure out of it. It's no stress. It's no hassle for me.
Yeah, it's a hassle for me.
I hate to clean. And clean is a hassle for me.
And clean is not hassle for me. And that's why I always clean up after he cooks because I don't mind cleaning.
Yep.
And when I do clean up the kitchen and do the dishes, it only takes me about 10 to 15 minutes.
I don't understand. It takes me like an hour to clean up.
If he cleans the kitchen, does the dishes, he'll be in there for like 2 hours.
It takes me forever to clean up after I finish.
I would rather clean. I don't mind cleaning.
Crazy.
So I like to clean. He likes to cook, so it works out.
It works out.
And I'm better at it, and he's better at that.
Yep. And as far as other aspects, as far as Genderroles, as far as like taking care of children, how do you feel about that?
With going back to my expectations, I always thought, okay, the mom should take care of the children, and that's kind of how I looked at it when I got married. But while I was courting Mark Anthony, I knew that wasn't going to be the case because he wanted to be an active dad and really involved. So I knew in the beginning that it wasn't just going to be only my responsibility. And right now, to this day, he does help out with our son, King, and
I think that's the main thing, though. Our son, I feel like in a lot of situations you have like the females, okay, this is our child, and they're basically doing everything for the child, and then the father's kind of like, okay, well, I'm gonna go work, I'm gonna do whatever, like that. So like, it's our son, our child, so we should have like as much equal input as we can. But even so, you still do a lot for him as far as like his lunch, his breakfasts, and his lunch with that. And that's mainly because of the time situation. Usually, I'm doing work in the morning, so you're able to do those things.
Like if you guys watched our morning routine, you do see me doing majority of the work. And that's because I'm the first one to wake up. I wake up earlier. And then he does most of the cooking, but I will cook mostly King's meals because King, he's picky. So right now, he eats a lot of fasted things. They're still healthy. He loves fruits and vegetables. But when I say fast, he likes his chicken a certain way, and then he's mainly eating fish, chicken nuggets.
Things you can kind of pop in the oven real quick.
As far as taking care of the children, like you see in society, the mom will do everything, and the dads, they just, come home from work. They're just sitting there on the couch. They're just there. With the Mark Anthony, if King's crying, like he'll come get King if he's crying, or if he sees me frustrated, he'll take over feeding King. But King does have a preference for me, especially during dinner time. He would rather me feed him, but he doesn't mind if Daddy feeds him. So if I need something to do, Daddy will feed King. Usually during dinner, I'm feeding King, but if King is too like antsy and I've had like a long day, he will feed him.
Our son King is 2.
Yeah.
We kind of talked about that in one of our other videos about having a 2-year-old, like the truth behind the tears, I think it was called, something like that.
Yeah.
So you want to hear more about him, you can look at that video. But sometimes having a 2-year-old. So, but I found I'm usually really good with that, especially with him because like I'm the fun parent. So usually if he's crying, I can get him to stop crying. I'm the fun one. Like she's fun too, but like he comes to me for the laughs. Like he sees me, he's like, "Daddy!" Because he knows that we're gonna have fun. We're gonna make him laugh like that. That's like what I do. I'm like whatever.
Yeah.
But he comes to you when he's upset. So like he's like you're like his comfort. Yeah. Like if he's upset, he doesn't want. If he's upset, he wants you. And then once he's kind of get past that, then he wants to come to me to make him laugh. And that's kind of the aspect. So it's the whole partnership. We're in this together.
Yeah. Grocery shopping, I hate going to the store and buying groceries. The supermarket is like a mall to Mark Anthony. Like he loves going grocery shopping. I love the store. He will go and get groceries. Yes. I'll send him a list and he'll get everything. Give me a list.
I'll get everything. Like at one point in my life, I would go to like 3 or 4 stores. I'll go to Kroger, go to Food Line, go to Farm Fresh, maybe Walmart, just to get certain things.
Like he won't mind if they don't have like pesto or tilapia at one store. He'll go to the next store.
Yeah. This store. Like, hey. Anyways, I'm rambling.
Laundry. Of course, I'm the one that does the cleaning, so I take care of the laundry. Yes. Yeah, he doesn't do laundry. I do the laundry.
And that comes again from my childhood. Like I said, my mom did my laundry most often, and then when I was on my own, I did laundry when I had to do laundry.
And I don't mind doing laundry, so
like you'll wash clothes like a couple times a week if you have to, and like I wait until I'm done with everything. So
and he don't mind that I take forever to fold the clothes. Like I still have a pile of clothes.
Oh yeah, because I don't care because if it was up to me, they'd be on the floor anyway. So like I never like hanged up clothes. I never washed clothes unless I had to. So and that's the whole thing. It's kind of like because if it was up to me, it would never get done. She just does it. But it's not like I would like expect her or require her to do it. It's just that she doesn't mind doing it. She does it quicker. If you wait for me to do it, it's going to be forever. So she just does it.
Yeah. So, as far as working, if you can make more money, make that money.
See, when I met my wonderful wife, she wants to be a dentist. And then that wasn't what my passion is. But I knew that most likely at the end of the road, she would make more money than me. And I was like, okay, well, go make that money. And that's kind of how I look at it. One of them is that, like, I don't have to be, okay, well, I'm the breadwinner. You can't make more than me. The whole, like, I feel like guys who think that have some own insecurities they need to deal with. Like, okay, yeah, you think that, okay, yeah, well, the male's supposed to do this. One of them is that, no, you got it. Go do your thing, girl.
Yeah,
like,
he wasn't intimidated with the fact that I had my master's and I wanted to be a doctor.
Yeah, go ahead, do your thing. Get that doctor to give me it. Like, that only benefits me. Like, come on, like, why would I be upset with that? Go do your thing.
Yeah, so we just think if you can make more money, make more money. It doesn't matter if the wife makes more or if the husband works more, because at the end of the day, it's beneficial to both.
Case in point, like right now, she's working. I'm in school. I'm not working right now because that's how the way the arrangement is. Most likely, I'll be working soon, but even when I do work, she'll probably still be making more than me. Yeah. It's just how the situation is.
And it's kind of funny because when we first got married, I was in school full time and he was working full time. It was an issue for me. It was an issue for him. And right now, it's not an issue for me that he's in school and that I'm working.
Just trying to better yourself to basically get that higher standard of living. So.
And it goes to the next topic, paying bills.
Paying bills. Oh, man.
In the beginning, Mark Anthony, he took care of everything. He paid all of the bills because, again, I was in school and he was working full time.
Now, when she says I paid all the bills, this fact was that
he was making the money.
But as far as the actual paying of the bills and like calling people and making payments,
I made sure the bills got paid, but it was his money. With society, it's kind of like 50-50.
You're right. A lot of relationships, I feel like, okay, well, the husband's supposed to pay for everything, and then the wife has like 1 or 2 bills she pays for. Yeah. You know, some people they have, okay, well, he has her private account, she has his private account, whatever, and then they have a joint account. One of them is that, no, just put it all together. It's all our money, all our together. It's not like you make this is your money, I make this is my money. No. My idea was that if we're married, we're in unison, everything's together. So it's not your money, my money, it's our money. So...
And I thought like that too. Whatever is yours is mine.
Yeah.
So when we got married, his money was my money was his money. We didn't have separate accounts. We had an account together. So me being in school full time didn't matter because his money was my money. As far as making sure the bills got paid, I'm better at financing than he is.
Because I'm not the best at managing my money.
He's not.
I've always been under the idea that deal with the bills later in a kind of a way, like if I want to buy something, just buy it. We'll figure it out later. Which is not how you live life. That's how you get stuff cut off.
Yeah.
I've experienced that. So thankfully I met a wife who's very frugal and like, oh no, we have to pay this. Okay, no, arrange this, pay this, pay that. Because if not, yeah, it would be some issues.
Yeah, I'm more responsible with money, so
yeah,
he would get paid and he'll just say, make sure you pay the bills.
Yeah.
So I just to make sure all the bills are paid.
Get all the bills paid.
And like, this is what's left over.
Any issues, let me know what's going on. We'll figure it out. But I'm not a money person. I get frustrated and like really stressed out when I deal with money. So I just rather not deal with it. Like as long as everything gets paid, cool. I don't even know the details.
And that's what I think most couples should do. Just whoever's better at it. If you find that your husband is better at managing money, he should make sure all the bills get paid.
That's how our marriage is. And I feel like our children will probably see that as well. So most likely what kind of how the way we grew up influenced what we thought gender roles should be. That's probably what influenced them as well. I'm not going to teach my son, okay, well, no, your wife has to cook 3 meals for you today and she has to cook and clean. That's not how I feel society should be in the first place. So I'm not going to teach that to my son. I'm not going to teach my daughter that she has to do that.
They're probably just going to watch us and learn and have their expectations based off our marriage and what they see in our house.
That's true.
But we are going to instill that in them. Do want to make sure that they understand whoever's best at it should be the person to do it, and that you guys both should just be open to having either person doing whichever role they want to do. Yeah. Hope you guys like this video. I just thought it would be really important because a lot of people have different views and values when it comes to gender roles.
Yeah, they do. I want you guys to put some of your views and values in the comment section about what you feel gender roles are. Kind of start a discussion, and then also leave some questions down there if you want to ask some more questions about how we do things or how we raise children or anything else that you may have a question about or just want us to talk about.
And then let us know what works for you, because this is what works for us.
Yes,
and we know it's totally different in other relationships.
Yes, comment.
Yes. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Bell icon, all those things you gotta do for YouTube.
We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Deuces.